All right, I am here with the senior forward and midfielder for the Arlington boys varsity soccer squad, Toby Ritzkowski. Toby, how you doing?
I'm good, Nick. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here for this quick interview that we have. So we'll start off with talking about last weekend's game. It was senior afternoon for you guys. So can you walk me through some of the emotions from that afternoon, whether it was in the game or the ceremony following?
Yeah, I mean, senior night or afternoon, as you called it, is like
Yeah.
a super important day for everybody. And, we wanted to get the win. And obviously, having the ceremony after, it was a little down because we had just lost. But I mean,
Mhm.
Lexington's one of the top teams in the state like every year. So, I mean, conceding 2 goals against them over 2 games, it's it's not a bad result. So we were happy with that.
Yeah, definitely. And you were one of the bright spots for the Spy Ponders with the goal in that
Mhm.
game, despite taking the loss. But walk us through that play and how it ended up getting in the back of the net.
So I'm pretty sure Ryan won the ball in their offensive third, which is something that we've talked about a lot at practice. And he kind of took it to the touch line, and then he put a ball in, and I took a touch, and I had Aiden right next to me, and I was really considering passing it to him, but he told me to shoot it, so I was kind of just like, all right. And then I shot it, and it was a good shot, and it ended up going in.
Yeah, definitely. Up in the booth, we saw you there with that little bit of a fake. It was a really good
Yeah.
move there to get it in the back of the net. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely a bright spot there for the game. But despite the effort, you guys were actually unable to come out with a win against Lexington, like you said before, when they scored that heartbreaker in the final 3 minutes of the contest. But there were some positives in that game. List off or tell us about some of those positives that you saw and can take out of that game and apply to games going forward.
Obviously, we had a couple of good chances going forward, and then Nishad, a junior, he stepped up big time. He was the one with the save on the line, and I
Mm-hmm.
mean, from where I was like I already had my head in my hands, like I was sure that it was going in, and he just you're always taught as a defender to go to the line once the goalie comes out, and he did that, and he executed it perfectly. So it was good to see him step up, and he's been stepping up the whole season.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys now have one win, one loss, and two ties on the year with 6 games remaining on the season. So, what are you going to have to do to string a few together in these next couple of games and get some wins?
We've been working with the formation to kind of get it a little bit more fluid and get a little bit more going up top and in the midfield and kind of just moving a couple of players around as we see fit. And we have the talent to compete with these top teams, which is what we've seen. And so now it's kind of just executing and having each player play up to their full potential.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Toby, for joining me here for this quick little interview. Definitely some
Mhm.
prime insight from one of the players down there on the field. So, from ACMi Sports, my name is Nick Antonakas.